Did you know that the 2026 YouTube monetization rules could completely flip the script on how fast you start making money from your content? Stick with me to the end because the traditional path to getting paid is definitely not the only game in town anymore, and there's a specific, data-backed strategy that most creators are completely ignoring right now.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to explore the ultimate blueprint to mastering YouTube's monetization for 2026. I'll explain exactly how you can hit those big partner milestones in a simple, interesting way so absolutely anyone can understand it. And hey, if you enjoy learning the amazing facts and proven strategies behind the creator economy, please take a quick second to subscribe and turn on notifications. It really helps us create more explainers exactly like this one.
All right, Section 1, the 2026 monetization rules.
The whole landscape has shifted lately, so let's start with the exact targets you need to hit to get into the YouTube Partner Program. What's absolutely wild here is that you no longer have to wait around for 1,000 subscribers just to start earning. YouTube basically split monetization into two distinct tiers. Tier 1 gives you early access to fan funding. We're talking tools like Super Chats and channel memberships. To unlock this, you only need 500 subscribers, 3 public uploads in the last 90 days, and either 3,000 watch hours or 3 million shorts views. Then there's Tier 2, which unlocks your full ad revenue. That one still requires the classic 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 watch hours or a pretty steep 10 million shorts views.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting, knowing how that money is actually split once you qualify. For standard AdSense, your regular display and video ads, the creator gets a 55% split and YouTube takes 45%. But take a look at those Tier 1 features like Super Chats, Super Stickers, and memberships. Since these are direct fan funding tools, creators get a massive 70% cut. That's huge. It means building a really loyal community early on isn't just nice to have, it's incredibly lucrative.
Moving on to Section 2, finding your winning niche.
To hit any of those big numbers, you really need a solid foundation. I want you to let this insight from the team at vidIQ sink in for a second. A personal finance channel earning a $15 to $22 CPM makes the exact same amount per 1,000 views that a gaming channel needs roughly 3 times the audience to match. That's crazy, right? Your chosen angle dramatically impacts how hard you work and your overall revenue potential. Sure, really broad spaces like gaming have hundreds of millions of viewers, but they also have fierce competition and much lower ad rates. Picking the right niche and a really specific, unique angle within it sets you up for long-term growth and way higher earnings per view.
Section 3, fixing common channel mistakes.
Early creators often hit a frustrating wall. If your channel just isn't gaining traction, you might be falling into a few common growth-killing pitfalls, based on insights from 360 camera expert Ben Claremont. First off, long, rambling intros. Viewers want solutions fast, so cut the fluff. Second, overspending on expensive gear. Seriously, a basic smartphone and good audio will outperform an over-polished production with zero substance every single time. Third, subpar, echoey audio. Trust me, bad sound will tank your retention way faster than bad visuals ever could. And finally, lacking a cohesive content strategy. You can't just throw random topics at the wall and hope something sticks. You really need to think about your viewer's journey.
Okay, Section 4, hacks for 4,000 hours. So, fixing those mistakes will definitely stop the bleeding. But how do we actually accelerate our growth? Well, I'm about to share the exact data-backed tactics to literally double your watch time. Let's start with the number 30. This is honestly one of the most important metrics you will ever learn as a creator. Why? Because the first 30 seconds of viewer retention are absolutely critical. Most viewers are going to decide whether to stay or bounce before they even hit that 30-second mark. If you don't hook them right away with the value or the ultimate payoff of your content, they're gone. Skip the whole, hey guys, welcome back to my channel routine and just get straight to the good stuff. Once you've got them hooked, you have to actually keep them there. Here are some proven watch time multipliers you can use. Try adding pattern interrupters every 30 to 60 seconds. This could be a quick zoom, a funny sound effect, or some B-roll to reset their attention. Next, build autoplay playlists so a viewer's decision to watch one thing turns into a 3 or 4-part binge. Also, create evergreen, searchable content that just keeps bringing in steady views for years to come. And lastly, bank hours fast with live streams. Think about it, a 2-hour stream with just 30 concurrent viewers banks 60 watch hours in a single sitting. It's like a cheat code.
To really execute this properly, you need to use the TubeBuddy end screen strategy, which can send thousands of extra views straight into your library. It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, plan your next piece of content before you even hit record on the current one. Step 2, Give a specific verbal call to action in your outro, explaining exactly why they should click it. And step 3, use the specific video end screen element to point directly to that link. Sending engaged viewers to a logical, compelling next step can literally double your session watch time.
Which brings us to Section 5, Mastering YouTube Analytics. Okay, let's really dive into this, because data empowers you to stop guessing and start growing. First up on the dashboard is your click-through rate, or CTR. Think of your title and thumbnail as your content's billboard. If your CTR is super low, the algorithm just assumes your topic isn't appealing. Testing out bold colors, really clear text, or even intriguing facial expressions can dramatically fix a low CTR. And remember, if they don't click, they literally can't watch.
Next up is audience retention. This metric is the ultimate truth teller. It proves if your structure is actually working. It helps you identify steep drops where you might have lost people with a confusing explanation, or amazing little spikes where viewers loved a specific segment so much they rewatched it. Finding out exactly where people leave is how you learn what your audience truly cares about.
Oh, and please, whatever you do, don't ignore your traffic sources and the videos growing your audience report in the studio. This shows you the exact creations that are bringing brand new viewers to your channel. Finding your so-called gateway content lets you double down on proven winners, turning casual first-time viewers into loyal, long-term subscribers.
And finally, Section 6, your path to partner. Let's bring this all together to build your ultimate path forward. So that's the complete story behind mastering YouTube monetization for 2026. Stick to a clear, profitable niche, fix your first 30-second hooks so you stop losing viewers right out of the gate, optimize for session watch time by using playlists and really smart end screens, and finally, master your analytics so the data can guide your next move. I hope you found this explainer interesting and that you feel inspired, capable, and totally ready to tackle the partner program.
Which brings me to my final question for you today. What is the very first change you're going to make to double your channel's watch time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this explainer and learned something new, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing explainers like this. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.